Hello again, welcome back to the 787 that I'm building. And thanks first of all for all the nice comments in the comment section. That really keeps one sane and motivated. Let me tell you, it's really hard to keep motivation in such a project. But I did some work here, and let me show you what I've been up to. I have 3 things I want to show you today. So first of all, as you can see, I enclosed the overhead panel. And that is mainly because I added a feature, which I want to show you right now. So now that we are here in the dark, I can just use the overhead panel. And you can see I added a functioning backlighting to the overhead panel. Now, it is not perfectly screwed on. That is because I'm redoing 2 panels, but I did it, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I also added a master brightness function. So when you have a certain thing set and you want to set the brightness for the whole cockpit, you're just going to use the master brightness, and that controls everything. And because normally it's a push button in here, so you have to push to activate it, but I'm unable to get that. It is just that once you activate the master brightness, that one is active, otherwise you just use the normal brightness. I already said I want to redo 2 parts of the panel. That is why the overhead is currently right loose. And it is going to be the glare shield panel and flat lighting and the lower display contrast. Now these are just normal 10K potentiometers, but these should control the brightness and the contrast, but I'm unable to do so. I took a look to get some dual concentric potentiometers, but the ones that I then got, they had detents every certain degrees, which I did not really like, so I sent them back. I have something in mind on how to do that, but let me show you that later. So yeah, I undid this panel. I also redid the landing light switches. You might remember these really dark ones. I just got the wrong color. The color looked way better on the packaging than it later on did on the switches. So when they actually got damaged, when I removed them, I took the chances and printed some new ones. There it is. I printed 3 of those, and once the panel is finished again, I'm just going to put them up here, and it will look way better than with the old switches. Now, here we have my second project that I've been working on. It's a prototype thrust lever, a motorized one. I actually got it to work once, then I already got some issues with the gears right here. So yeah, I designed that here. It is not perfect in this configuration, so as I mentioned, the gears would not fit. The stepper would sometimes have so much torque that it would actually damage the gears of the stepper, mainly because they were not a snug fit. Then the Hall effect sensor that I use, that is too far away from the main gear, so you have some playroom before it even hits another part of the gear right here. Also, the travel way of the gear is somewhat restricted. It's also more restricted because there's a ball bearing right here, which should have been to make everything way smoother, but right here it actually hits on the housing. There's another one up here, and you can see that one just goes below here, and that fits much better. These are actually not even used, so when I set the thrust at around here, without even the ball bearings hitting anything, the lever would just fall all the way down. So I added some padding right here, so now it stays in position. But as I mentioned, there's an issue here, there's an issue here. I had some issues with the 3D printer, as you can see right here, or even down here at some corners where the print quality is yeah, horrendous. So I sat back down, I redesigned many parts, and right now I'm about to print version 2. But I got this one to move, and let's try and put in a video of that right now. And last but not least, I picked up this today. I have waited for that for around a month or so. Comes from Hispa Panels in Spain, which is the supplier of all my panels. And this is really exciting. So there we go. Let's open it up. Got the invoice right here. Nicely packaged here. And now just roll it open. Okay. Oh yeah. There already comes some part towards me. Air data units. That's one. Here we have number 2. Then here we have the landing gear panel. The switches, buttons and other things. Some more mechanics. Oh yeah, for those I really looked forward. So these are the EFIS panels, and I actually managed to convince them to cut the black part up here so it has the correct, yeah, it just looks correct here. So then here's the first officer one. Some more switches, buttons. Okay, here we have the heater panel. And the other heater. A really large PCB. And I think the coolest part of everything, this, the MCP. The whitener. I don't know what that is for. I don't remember what is there. So this is the heading. Oh, it's just like in real life. There's also a white dot. Okay. The coolest thing though is in here. So I mentioned I want to build the dual concentric, and there it's out. So Hispa Panels gives you the parts to make your own dual concentric encoders or encoders and rotary switches. Now I told Manolo, so the guy from Hispa Panel, an idea on how you could make dual concentric potentiometers. And he took my idea, made a working prototype out of that, and these parts right here are to make these. So I think I sit right down now and I'm going to build one. So, a little bit of an update. I managed to build 2 units of those. A little bit different than what Manolo said or built, but they work. Yeah. It's a little bit of irony. I now have all the panels I need to build the MIP, but I'm not able to build the MIP because I did not receive the pieces for the shaft, even though online they are included apparently. Yeah, I already wrote him. So if we take a look at the panel, yeah, I'm unable to build this one. I'm unable to build this one. I might be able to build this one. I don't really know. These one have a little bit of a different issue. Here, this little knob to fix the rotary switch does not align with the hole to fix the rotary switch. So I might have to drill there. Then they might are available. Same with this. And the thing I really enjoy the most, don't mind that, just my food getting ready, I really looked forward on building these, but I forgot to order the PCBs. That's my fault. The MCP, I hit a little bit of a boredom. So yeah, that is the current status of the MCP. So I totally soldered everything down here. Here the rotary encoders all are normal. The switches, though, I don't know, they are really hard. You need a lot of force to actually rotate them. But yeah, that's about it. I'm already in contact with his panels about the shafts, because again, if I look at the website, they are included. So just waiting for that now. So here, these are used as a base. I do not have the PCB though, and you can see the aluminum shaft and the acrylic shaft, they are included. I received everything except this one. So yeah, I going to have to wait a bit now. Hope to see you guys next time. Until then, bye bye.